The magic visit of Sudama and Krishna. Long, long ago, in a quiet forest full of singing birds and soft breezes, there was a little school. In that school lived two best friends, Krishna and Sudama. Every morning they helped their guru Sandipani Muni by bringing water from the river, collecting sticks for the fire and feeding the little deer who lived near the ashram. Krishna's eyes sparkled like stars and Sudama's smile was soft and kind. They studied together, laughed together, and even shared their lunch when one forgot to bring food. Sometimes, at night, when fireflies danced around them, Krishna would play his flute and Sudama would hum along. The forest glowed with gentle light as if it loved their friendship. Years went by like gentle waves. Krishna grew up and became the king of Dwarka, a golden city by the sea, full of shining palaces and happy people. Sudama went back to his small village. He was poor, his house had a broken roof, and sometimes there was only a little food to eat. But he never complained. He always remembered Krishna and smiled, whispering, "My friend must be doing good things for the world." Sudama's wife, a kind lady named Sushila, worried. One day she said softly, "Sudama, we don't even have enough to eat. Why don't you go and meet your old friend Krishna? Maybe he will help us." Sudama shook his head shyly. "How can I go empty handed? What can I give a king?" Sushila smiled and said, "We have a handful of poha, flattened rice. It's not much, but it's given with love. Krishna will be happy." Sudama nodded. He tied the poha carefully in an old cloth, bowed before their small altar, and began his long journey. Sudama walked through forest and across fields. He sang softly to himself, remembering Krishna's flute. Sometimes he felt hungry, but he smiled and said, "I'll reach Dwarka soon. My heart is full. That's enough." The sun became hot and his feet were dusty, but he never stopped. Even when his torn slippers broke, he said, "These feet will still carry love." Finally, after many days, Sudama saw a golden city shining at the edge of the sea, Dwarka. At the gates of the palace, guards looked surprised. "This man looks poor. His clothes were simple and he carried only a small cloth bundle." But when Sudama softly said, "I am Sudama, Krishna's old friend," the guards ran inside. When Krishna heard, he didn't wait a second. He ran barefoot across the marble floors, his crown shining, his heart beating with joy. "Sudama, my dear Sudama," he cried. He hugged his friend tightly. All the courtiers and queens watched in wonder, their great king hugging a poor traveler with tears in his eyes. Krishna made Sudama sit on his royal seat, washed his tired feet with warm water, and gently wiped them. The palace filled with golden light, as if the gods themselves were smiling. When Krishna asked with a playful twinkle, What did you have brought for me, my friend? Sudama hid his bundle shyly. Oh, it's nothing, Krishna. Just a little poha. It's all we had. But Krishna took the bundle eagerly. Poha? My favorite! He laughed and took a handful with joy. As he ate it, something magical happened. The room glowed brighter, and the flowers in the palace began to bloom again, sweeter than before. Rukmini, Krishna's queen, smiled. She understood this wasn't an ordinary gift, it was a gift of pure love. Sudama stayed that night, resting on a soft bed for the first time in years. He felt shy to talk about his poverty. He just kept looking at Krishna's face and remembering their childhood. The next morning, when he left, Krishna simply smiled and waved. Sudama bowed, his heart full of joy. He didn't ask for anything, but somehow he felt lighter, peaceful, and happy. When Sudama reached home, something strange happened. He rubbed his eyes. Was this the same lane where this tiny house once stood? There now shone a beautiful house with gardens full of flowers. His mother wore bright clothes, and the children danced in the yard. Sudama gasped. What happened here? He asked. Sushila laughed, tears of joy in her eyes. It's Krishna's love, Sudama. He must have blessed us. Sudama folded his hands and whispered, Oh Krishna, you gave me more than gold. You gave me your friendship forever. From that day on, Sudama never forgot what he had learned. Krishna didn't see clothes or riches, he saw love, and that's what made miracles happen. So, little one, whenever you share your toys or help a friend or smile kindly, Krishna smiles too. Good night, sweet dreams. May your heart full of friendship and love.